Hey, do you own a Bluetooth keyboard? Has it gone on strike and it does not like its working conditions, does not like its salary or lack thereof? It's just, boycotting and on strike. In this video, I'm going to discuss and give you some tips on how to fix a Bluetooth keyboard. Now, I'm not going to discuss how to fix the hardware, but if it keeps dropping or it no longer synchronizes, you know what I'm saying, or it's just acting a fool, acting flaky. Okay, let me cut to the chase. This comes from slashgear.com, and they have some tips. One thing is you can check is whether or not that keyboard is compatible with the device that you're trying to get it to work. Now, this was written for tablets, but a computer is a computer. So you could use these tips for dumb devices known as smartphones, tablet computer, desktop computer, ad nauseum, ad infinitum, etc. Now, the tactics that you would use may not be the exact same because those devices are a little bit different, but a computer is a computer. So if you maybe have a new Bluetooth keyboard or you're trying to connect it to a device that you've never connected it to, and it just will not synchronize, right? It just will not sync up. You can't even pair it. You could look online, perform an internet search to find out whether or not that keyboard is compatible with that device. Now, if it's already connected to another device, it may be that it depends on the type of keyboard. You may only be able to connect to one device at a time. Alright, let's see. Yeah, they're not all the same. Not all Bluetooth keyboards are the same. So you just want to make sure it's compatible. Okay. They mention instructions for micro slop Windows operating system. You could pause the video. You would browse the settings, Bluetooth, and then select Bluetooth and devices, then choose devices, and then click the three dots and blah. On Android or Google Android or Apple iPhone, you would just click into the Bluetooth settings, tap the device that you're trying to pair, and then choose disconnect, and then blah 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 blah. Yeah, if you're trying to connect to a different device and you're already connected to one, you might have to actually connect from the first device first. Alright, next one is the Bluetooth keyboard just does not have sufficient charge, or it's even out of range. Alright. It could just be the battery is discharged. Some Bluetooth keyboards have a light emitting diode. That's what that acronym stands for, LED. And that light may blink to warn you that the battery is discharging. Now, some Bluetooth keyboards, believe it or not, use AA or AAA batteries. So, and those that's the capitalist gone wild. There's a concept in capitalism called continuity income. And yeah, I'm sorry, but I've studied physics, and I think there's probably free energy. Although that's probably not a good subject to discuss because YouTube hates free speech, and that's kind of a controversial subject. But to me, it's just archaic that we still use batteries, but let alone AAA, AA. The point is being, it could be that those batteries are no longer charging. Even rechargeable batteries don't last forever. So you might just need to replace the batteries, right? Now, if it has a built-in rechargeable battery, okay, you may need to, let it charge first. And remember, the number 3. Bluetooth is still restricted to the number 3, 30 feet. And we're up to Bluetooth 5.4, I think, is the most recent that is in the wild, so to speak. And they're probably working on Bluetooth 10, but you know what I'm saying. And that was kind of a joke, but yeah, 30 feet is still restricted. Yeah, it could be interference is a potential, because remember, if you dare try to connect and pair beyond 30 feet, good luck. Yeah, your Bluetooth keyboard is on strike. It's upset. The working conditions are abysmal. Hasn't received a raise ever. Not even fed. And busy. And it's on strike. Your keyboard did not pair correctly. Yes, some Bluetooth keyboards may not show up right away when you turn them on and then try to pair, and then you would switch them to Bluetooth mode. Yeah, you have to place them in pairing mode. Some Bluetooth headphones you have to place into pairing mode. And each Bluetooth keyboard may not be the same, so you'd have to actually reference the user manual. You could also perhaps perform an internet search. Just put in the model number for the Bluetooth keyboard and then search how do you pair. You know what I'm saying? The manufacturer website may have information on how to pair. Now, if you had a Logitech keyboard, you would press and hold the easy switch key for the number 3 seconds. And then once that begins to blink, you should be paired. Okay, key-crown keyboards, you would hold down the function key plus the 1 until the Bluetooth indicator starts to flash. Alright, now if your Bluetooth keyboard is paired but not working, yeah, that's just basic troubleshooting. You would disconnect and reconnect. You would just, well, like in Linux or any of these operating systems, you can actually disconnect manually a Bluetooth device, more specifically, succinctly, a keyboard. You can also reconnect, and that may actually fix it. Sometimes they are stubborn. They may get corrupt. It could be the operating system where you actually have to pair again. You have to go through the painful process of pairing it again. I've had to actually perform that on Windows 11 and even Linux occasionally. Now on iPad they have instructions for the Apple iPad. You go into the settings application and then select Bluetooth and then tap the information icon next to the keyboard you want to pair, and then yes, forget this device. Kind of a paradox or a irony. The Bluetooth keyboard forgot what device it was connected to. It just forgot the yellow brick road and didn't know how to walk down the yellow brick road and find the men and women behind the curtain that runs the system. The short, bald, creepy wizard. Anyways, forget this device. Yeah, sometimes you have to choose forget. This is another tip. Now, it doesn't deal with Bluetooth, but it does deal with wireless. And that's the 8-minute mark warning. And okay. With Wi-Fi signals, your wireless connection, sometimes clicking on forget this device and then go and connect it again will fix weird issues like drops or slowness or ad nauseum ad infinitum. So with Bluetooth, yes, you could try this, and I couldn't tell you the percentages, but sometimes it does fix the issues. Then you would choose forget the device to confirm. If you're using Google Android, go into Settings app and then connected devices, then choose connection preferences, and then select Bluetooth. Remember, you could pause this video for these instructions. Bluetooth tips, or connected devices, then choose Bluetooth. And then tap the gear-shaped icon, and then choose forget or unpair, and then hit OK. Okay, something needs fixing. Yes. If you notice that Bluetooth keyboard works just fine, or very rarely does it have any problems with other devices, however, it's just the process of elimination. If you concluded that it's the tablet or whichever device is the culprit, then there could be a problem. You could use the manual on-off switch for Bluetooth. That might fix it. You could restart that device, the operating system, whether it's a tablet, dumb device, or a computer, a real computer, a desktop computer, a laptop computer. Yeah, tablets, it depends on how large your screens are. I may or may not classify some of them as a real computer, but that's just my preferences. Yeah, on Google Android, you can hold the volume down and side buttons together, then choose a restart. Well, yeah, just whatever device, try to restart it. power it off, power back on, let the operating system boot up. Okay, remember you can pause the video to read the exact instructions here. They have instructions for the iPad. Okay, you may actually have to reset the Bluetooth settings. It will remove all pair devices and then it will restore the Bluetooth settings back to default. So caveat emptor, if you have certain settings for your Bluetooth, certain configurations that you prefer, you may want to document them. I'm not sure if you can back that up really. You should be able to. Yeah, this is a problem with modern computers. I think there should be options where you can back. Now it depends on the software and the operating system. You do know that an operating system is software. Yeah, a computer operating system is classified as software. Anyways, there should be a way to just back settings up, like even Bluetooth, even Wi-Fi. And then boom, you have a little text file, and then you could restore them. Anyways, you may have to jot them down. You may have to use the classic paper and pen. I digress back. Okay. They have instructions what you do in the Google Android operating system. You would browse the settings and choose general management and then choose reset and choose reset Bluetooth settings. Yeah, they may have a reset network option. The point is that you're resetting and then they get restored back to factory, so to speak. Now, back caveat emptor, beware. Some will also wipe out your Wi-Fi networks. So caveat, I never give out advice. I never guarantee anything. I never recommend anything. Always become aware that you click on a button, it may make changes for something else that you don't want changed. Okay. Yeah, they have instructions for the iPad operating system. Oh, ooh. You have to perform a full reset. Are you insane? Well, good luck. And get back to work. Even if you're at Starbucks, you should be typing away. Type. Get back to work. Adios.